Okay, as you can see, this is an iron roof, and it's got the foil and glass blanket here underneath the iron, and it's got big eaves on the house, and it's got whirlybirds, but it's still 60 degrees Celsius inside, even with all of that, because this foil and glass is only 1.5 at most, and when you squash it down, it squashes down to almost nothing under the iron. So the air is what does the insulating, and this glass just squashes down, and so builders install it as an insulator, but it doesn't work very well. So if you've got whirlybirds and you've got glass foil underneath your iron, it doesn't mean that your house is insulated. Now, as you can see, we've just finished pumping in cellulose fibre insulation into the roof, and so now that's on the ceiling, and so the air conditioning ducting, the aircon doesn't have to compete with the heat out of the roof cavity, and all the cold air can stay inside the house. It makes an aircon about 40% more efficient insulating on the ceiling like this. And because it's pumped in, there's no gaps, and the cellulose fibre gets 100% efficiency, whereas if you install bats, fiberglass bats and that, they're itchy and hard to work with a lot of the time, and 1% gaps reduces your efficiency by up to 30%. But you can see here, like, there's a couple of little holes where I've climbed out of the roof, and so you can see here I just fill that in like that, right? But you can see how close it sits to the joists. Now that means that I don't have to do a lot of work to get it into the roof and get it pumped in and with no gaps, and that's the most important thing with insulation, to make sure that you've got a good efficiency. Now the other thing is, because it sits here so close on the sides, if there's a fire in the roof space, the fire can't burn down the sides of these beams, right, as quickly, and so the cellulose fibre is actually one of the few products that will help prolong the burn time of your house, because the cellulose is fire retardant, has a 0 flame spread rating, whereas if this was insulated with fiberglass bats or that, the fiberglass will melt away from the flame and expose the beams, and then the beams can burn. So it's a much better product, the cellulose, all round. So anyway,